Okay, so my third quote is she ran her hands over her body as if to bid it goodbye. The hip bones rising from a shrunken stomach were razor sharp. Would they be lost in a sea of fat? She counted her ribs, bone by bone. Where would they go? So, just like laying there, she's like somewhat happy with her body, and she just thinks, well, what will happen if I eat? Will they just all get ruined, even though they're already Kessa began to cut her meat into tiny pieces. As a whole, it was unmanageable. Frightening but divided and arranged, the meat could be controlled. She cut 4 pieces. She'd count to 4 between each bite. So we just talked about this in her behaviors. She'd lost 2 more. Okay, I already said this one too.
Yeah.
She'd lost 2 more pounds. A picture of the models she cut out. The magazine flashed through Kessa's mind, and the winner is 73. So once again, just wanting to fit like society's standards for women, thinking she needs to be thinner. From the newsstands, a dozen models smiled up at her. From a dozen magazine covers smiled in thin-faced, high cheekbone agreement to Kessa's new discovery. They knew the secret too. They knew thin was good, thin was strong, thin was safe. So she used like being thin as a safety net a lot. She's like, well, if I'm thin, nothing can hurt me because people can't say my body looks bad because it's fat. This morning, Kessa was in control again. She lifted her left breast with her right hand and pinched it hard. The girl in the mirror began to cry. Francesca Luis began to cry. 2 rivers of water streamed down either side of Francesca Luis's nose. Coward, Kessa hissed at the crying girl. Queen Francesca Luis, queen of the cowards, queen of nothing, queen of nobody. Your finish ended dead. Kessa was still pinching, and the girl in the mirror was still crying. Goodbye forever, Francesca Luis.
That's one that really is really showing the harmful effects of this. It's like not only is she mentally tormenting herself, she's physically tormenting herself too, and it's such a harsh reality, you know?
I think it's just so weird that she makes like another one of her to like cope with the abuse.
Yeah, it's not like she's saying. I feel like it's kind of like a thing where it's like if everyone else is gonna call me fat, then why shouldn't I call myself fat without actually calling myself fat? Like I'm calling this person.
Yeah. It's like a way to talk in third person, but then again, just talking about someone else. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it. She began to be reassured by these pains, tangible symbols of her success in becoming thinner than anyone else. Her only identity was being the skinniest. She had to feel it. So she's like taking the pains of being hunger and being like, well, this hurts, but hey, that's
at least I'm known as skinny and not as this as what she called herself before, a monster.
So she used pain as a good way. Well, good. If we don't have to change self-destructive or wasteful patterns, we won't. But basically, we are resourceful creatures, and if we can tolerate deprivation and fear, we can also change and learn how to have more healthy behavior and different values. Again, goes to show all the things about control and how we can control our body, how we think about things, and all of that. And it's just her showing that she wants to be in power of herself. And that's all I have for the quotes.
Okay, for some facts, I was throwing some facts in, but there are so many bad things that come with eating disorders. There are 3 different types. The 3 different types are bulimia, anorexia, and binge eating. Those are the 3 main ones. So with what we see in the book, it is mostly anorexia, and anorexia has a lot of health consequences. It slows your heart rate down. You have low blood pressure. The anorexia people have they have higher rate of dying because of a heart thing. They have muscle loss and weakness. They have because they starve themselves, they don't have enough nutrients, so their bones get really weak. They have fainting, fatigueness, dry hair and skin, and hair loss is really common. But the growth of downy hair, a layer of hair, which is a layer of hair, is a thing that the body does to keep it warm. So I feel that is what's happening to her. Like the body, like if she did grow a lot of hair on her stomach, it would be because her body's trying to keep her warm.
Well, and she said, because there was one point when like Dr. Gordon told her mom Grace that like the side effects of one of them was hair loss and then growing hair on the body. And then Kessa, like when she was touching her stomach,
it was like
she said, oh, like, you know, I can prove everyone wrong because my body's taking care of itself. So she thought nothing of it, except for the fact that it was taking care of itself.
So there has been a rise in anorexia in young women ages between 15 and 19 in each decade since the 1930s. So when this book came out, it was really high, and it keeps on getting higher. What else? And then it's just those are mostly the facts for anorexia. There's a lot more, but with the time that we have spent, it's not that we don't really have that much. So
I have a question. Yeah. So when you were like talking about the 3 different types of eating disorders, in here, like we know that she has anorexia, but she's also like making herself throw up. So is she
she's
is that one of the side effects of, or is it just like she has both?
I feel like it's both. You can have both.
Well, I mean, I think she's mostly
anorexic.
Yeah.
She does have some things that can be considered as bulimic. You can be considered to have 2 eating disorders, but they will mostly classify you with the one that you most like.
Yeah, because she's like, I feel like most of the time when she was throwing up is when she was being forced to eat something.
Yeah. So it wasn't like she was going out and eating and then
So she's mostly anorexic, and she is anorexic, and it's such a sad thing that we have to like that happens in this world. But luckily we are getting more resources for that, and in our school we do have resources, which I'm really thankful for. And
then my one last thing was, we said there's those 3 types, but then there's thousands and thousands of people who are in the undefined category because there are too many eating disorders to just...
Yeah, it's so many to classify, but those are the 3 main ones that you usually see. And so should we explain why we use this?
It started off as a joke, like, oh, body image issues, and then I realized that was immature, and then I was like, oh, maybe Miss Chow will just like this and forgive us for not having chlamydia here because she's doing GROTC, but we're done. Yeah, okay.